In today's video, we'll discuss about the gene editing. So it's time to start our video. We all know that human body is composed of trillions of cells. Inside the nucleus of each cell is the genetic material or genome, which contains 46 chromosomes, which are arranged in 23 pairs. In a pair, there are two chromosomes. One is comes from the father side and the second one is comes from the mother side. If we talk about the structure of the chromosomes, then chromosomes mostly consist of tightly coiled double-stranded DNA, which wrapped around histone proteins. DNA, also known as deoxyribonucleic acid, which composed of four nucleotides: adenine, thymine, guanine, and cytosine. Always, adenine pairs itself with the thymine and cytosine pair itself with the guanine. If we talk about the codon, then there is a combination of three nucleotides which known as a single codon. For example, we have a combination of three nucleotides A, U, G. When they combine together, they form a codon and it will code for an amino acid methionine. So, we can say that each base contributed to a specific codon. Base changes in the genome are called mutations. For example, if you have a mutation in a specific area or a base, it will lead to a disease or syndrome. In this figure, you can clearly see a difference between a mutant genomic material and a normal genomic material. As an example, we will discuss sickle cell anemia, which is caused by a change of a single nucleotide in the gene for hemoglobin. It is a protein that carries oxygen in red blood cells. The nucleotide base in a genetic sequence are organized in groups of three called codons that I have mentioned earlier that code for a specific amino acid. Now you can see the proper normal hemoglobin DNA. If there will be a mutation in any of the base, the DNA of the hemoglobin become mutated and the mutated hemoglobin leads to cause sickle cell anemia. In the normal hemoglobin molecule, there is GLU amino acid in the normal hemoglobin, while in case of mutant hemoglobin, there is VAL amino acid. So, there is a major or a clear difference between the normal and the mutant hemoglobin. It's all due to the presence of the base which has been replaced or become mutated. The mutation in hemoglobin leads to aggregation into hemoglobin fibers. These hemoglobin fibers force originally round red blood cells to become sickle-shaped cells that are prone to blocking capillaries and causing anemia. In this figure, you can clearly see the blood flow. Now, the question arises that can we correct the disease? So, yes, we have a technique known as gene editing, through which we can replace the mutant gene with the correct one. In the figure or an animation, you can see that there are progenitor blood cells which gives rise to a red blood cells. But if the gene is mutated, then the red blood cells will not be round or circular. They will be in biconcave shape, which means that there is a mutation in the gene sequence of the hemoglobin molecule or the red blood cells. So, the CRISPR-Cas9 is a genome editing tool that has the potential to rectify such genetic mistakes. The CRISPR-Cas9 can produce changes to DNA on both strands. This restores the wild type hemoglobin DNA sequence which codes for the healthy protein. With the help of CRISPR-Cas9 machinery, the mutated gene will get replaced by the normal gene. If, if the mutation is corrected to the normal hemoglobin sequence, then the sickle cells will be replaced by the normal brown red blood cells and vessels are unblocked. So, this was all about the gene editing.